Hi everyone, we're up to lesson 5 for our informative writing unit. Alright, so let's review what we learned last week on informative text. So summarising and paraphrasing, that was what we focused on for one of our activities last week, and it's an important skill to have when researching new topics for informative writing. And we also looked at how to use subheadings to navigate an informative text quickly, and using our skimming and scanning skills to skim a text to look at a subheading and then find out the relevant information we need. So our focus of today's lesson is paragraph structure in informative writing, and there are a couple of steps you need to follow when you are creating a paragraph in an informative text. So to write an informative paragraph, follow these steps. 1. Introduce the subject using a clear topic sentence. 2. State the facts about the subject in a logical order. That means in an order that makes sense, so you don't want your facts jumbled around all over the place. Describe the subject using appropriate technical vocabulary, and we've discussed what technical vocabulary is before. And 4, conclude with a statement about the subject. So when writing an informative paragraph, it is important to focus on one aspect. When you are ready to move on to the next subject, it means that you are beginning a new paragraph. So we're just focusing on the sentences for one paragraph at a time, the structure of that. And what you need to make sure you do is group your ideas for the paragraph. So what they're saying at the end here is once you finish talking about one thing, for example, diet or babies or habitat, that's when you move on to the next. You would have a separate paragraph for each of those topics there. All right, so let's have a read of the example of an informative paragraph here. And as I'm reading it, I want you to think, can you see a topic sentence? Are the facts listed in a logical order? And was there a concluding statement about the subject? Most turtles reproduce during the warmest months of the year. The females will come ashore on a sandy beach to lay their eggs after mating. They then leave the eggs to hatch on their own. When they hatch, the hatchlings, baby turtles, scramble down into the water. They have to be quick to avoid being eaten by predators. Most baby turtles will perish within their first few, I don't know what the last word says, sorry, because my video screen is there, but most baby turtles will perish within their first few moments or months, I'm not sure. So have a think now, can you see a topic sentence? Were the facts listed in a logical order? And was there a concluding statement about the subject? All right, so you can see now what I've done is I've highlighted our topic sentence, which was most turtles reproduce during the warmer months of the year. So we know that this paragraph is just about the reproduction of turtles for this topic. So the topic is turtles, and the subheading for this would be something like reproduction or babies, and this paragraph here is specifically just about that. So this sentence introduces that subject of reproduction, and it is the topic sentence saying most turtles reproduce during the warmest months of the year. They then have listed the facts in a logical order. So we've got then 1, 2, 3 sentences, 3 facts about our turtles, baby turtles and reproduction listed in a logical order. So we're not going to start with the sentence, they have to be quick to avoid being eaten by predators, because that doesn't give us the background information beforehand in like the other sentences have. And a concluding statement about the subject, most baby turtles will perish. It's summing up what we have said about reproduction of baby turtles. All right, so what I want you to do now is have a reread of this paragraph yourself in your head. So pause the video to have a read of it. And as you're reading it, I want you to think about what technical vocabulary has been used in this text. So words like most or warmest, these are not technical vocabulary because you could see them in another text written about summer or something like that, another topic. They're not specific to the topic of turtles and the reproduction of turtles. So we're really looking for that technical vocabulary. What I want you to do is write down the words that you think are a technical, that form up the technical vocabulary, and then we'll have a look at the answer in the next slide. All right, so there are a couple of words here that are the technical vocabulary. So we have reproduce, mating, hatchlings, predators, and perish. So these words are really specific to what the topic is of reproduction of baby turtles, and they are the technical vocabulary. So hopefully you were able to guess a couple of them. All right, the activity for Years 3 and 4 students is choose one of the subjects below, write an informative paragraph based around this subject. Try to write 5 sentences. Be sure to remember the steps for writing an informative paragraph. So if you can't remember them, what I suggest you do is open the PDF version of this video and stop on the slide where it has the steps or the instructions, or you could rewind this video to pause it on that slide as well. So our topics are school stationery, thunderstorms, and birthday parties. So these are all things we're pretty familiar with. School stationery, thunderstorms, and birthday parties. So we don't need to conduct any research for this. We just need to use the knowledge that we have in our heads and turn them into facts. So we need to write a topic sentence, have a couple of facts about this topic in a logical order, and then a concluding statement to form up our paragraph here. All right, 5-6, so let's have a look at your activities. Choose 2 of the subjects below, write 2 separate informative paragraphs based around these subjects. Try to write 5 sentences for each and be sure to remember the steps for writing an informative paragraph. So these steps were: have a topic sentence to introduce your topic or your idea, state your ideas in facts in a logical order, and write a concluding statement as well. So you need to choose any 2 of those topics there and then write 2 separate informative paragraphs about it. So these topics should be things that are familiar to you. You don't have to conduct any research. You just need to write some facts about them that you know about these topics of TikTok, Olympics, or Netflix. It's up to you on what you choose. All right, don't forget to submit your work on Google Classroom. If you finish your work early, 5-6, you might like to do a 3rd paragraph on a topic of your choice. And if you were in years 3 and 4, you could choose another one of the topics listed out of thunderstorms, parties, or stationery to write another paragraph on to practice your skills. Good luck.